My luggage didn't make it. Ah, so exciting. Haven't even fully realized yet. And here we are, stepping inside the Trinity College area. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you are having a fantastic day today. Dave K here today for my first international adventure. I cannot tell you how excited I am for the international adventure today. Absolutely thrilled to be going. If you saw the live streams, you heard the updates. First stop I'm heading to is Ireland. I'll be flying into Dublin, you could say today, although technically I'll be getting there tomorrow. My United flight was already changed on me. They canceled my flight, and now I've got 2 layovers instead of 1. Got to change 2 planes, one in Washington, D.C., and another one in Newark, New Jersey. And then we got to overnight from Jersey over to Dublin. So excited to share the adventure with you, but it's going to be a long night and a long day ahead. You can see, you know, it's midday here, not even noon. And I'm gonna be getting there tomorrow. They're also 5 hours ahead, so that's part of the reason why. But making our way to the airport now, so excited to share it with you. Oh my gosh, first international adventure, and I'm absolutely thrilled for it. Let's get to it. Dropped our bags here, so excited. It's a little bit trickier with United, where you have to manually check in, and then bag drop, they couldn't really help me answer my question. What happens if those layovers are too short and I miss it? But I'm sure we'll figure it out. You got a whole different set of stores. Like, look at this magic of Disney. Different vibe over here. Restaurants back there. Looks like Macaroni Grill that way. Let's step on board and see how it is over on the B side, the United side. But that's not the only variety of this adventure. Take a look at Airport Macaroni Grill here, Romano's Macaroni Grill. We've got all kinds of shops down this way, but I'm in a bit of a rush, so maybe next time. We have made it through the train station here. It's a little bit different of a terminal than we've been to usually. We usually do with the Southwest here. United today, because we're taking a bit of a different trek, a bit of a further trek. We only have so many options, but we'll see how this one goes. Excited to share the adventure with you. Again, a couple of really quick layovers. Terminal looks kind of familiar. Actually, yeah, when I did American, I guess. There's the look around us here. It looks like we've got to go forward depending upon our gate more specifically. So, moving towards our gate number here. Let's see how this does for us. And look at this beautiful atrium here above us. Love this overhead space. Nice sunlight coming in there too. Now arrived at our gate, just waiting for the boarding here, about 20 minutes away, so pretty close timing there, but we made it a little bit longer moving through the process, and it was running a little bit late this morning too, but yeah, arrived at the airport 2 hours early and about 20 minutes till boarding, so let's step on board and see if we can catch all those other flights too. Onwards to Newark, and then I'm going onwards to Dublin. Okay, what happens if like there's a delay on, for example, like the Newark flight? Will they rebook me, or how does that work? Okay, thank you. Where am I sitting? The aisle, great, okay. Kind of crazy, some last minute adjustment going on there, but they put me on this flight that's direct to Newark, so I'm excited about that, looking forward to it. Glad they were able to arrange it, but I didn't see an option for this time for this flight, so I'm glad it worked out. I guess my luggage will meet me there. Doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. So if you do not have a credit card saved on the United app, you may do so now.
The passenger seatbelt by the metal edge fits the buckle. If necessary, an oxygen mask will drop.
We'll get pushback and underway, and that should save us quite a bit of time regarding our ground delay. But I'll certainly keep you updated. For now, we're going to be a little bit busy as we initiate this route request, but I will promise to keep you updated. Thanks very much. And that has caused lightning in the area, which has caused the ramp personnel to be required to go inside for their safety, so we need to get that cleared up as well. So right now we're looking at pushing back in about 25 minutes by the time that storm goes overhead and gets out of the way. And of course that is all subject to change, so I promise to keep you updated, but I also want to keep you comfortable, so I have turned the seatbelt sign off. While we're waiting here at the gate, if you need to be up and use the restroom, feel free to do so. Don't go far, and if you don't need to get up, stay in your seat, because this story could change very shortly, and we can get pushed back and underway at a moment's notice. So I'll keep you updated, and for now, try to be comfortable, and thanks very much for your patience. No, we live in a high-tech world, so a lot of you might be back there on your phones, and if you check the local radar, you can see what our problem is. Off to the north-northwest, a big line of yellow and red thunderstorms that we have to avoid. Looks like we'll at least get pushed back and underway. Airborne time, I still can't tell you exactly, but we'll do our best. But please make sure you get seated with your seatbelt fastened, and we'll get pushed back and underway as soon as possible.
So it's been about 45 minutes. We're still just waiting for our flight here. Definitely longer than expected, but we should be rolling soon. I'm glad we switched flights, though. Glad that worked out, and we'll be on our way. Hopefully make it before you know it.
So now everybody's waiting until they all feel safe, which is obviously a great decision. Just passing that along. We're waiting for the first aircraft to take off to see if there's a nice safe path to go through, and just waiting for that first one to go. So I really can't even give you an estimate of the time, because right now we're all just sitting here waiting for that weather to move on. So again, I super appreciate your patience, and we'll get you airborne just as soon as it's safe to do so, and get you going.
Take a look at these first class booths here too. I think it's first class as we're moving towards the exit here. Really cool setup. Got to admit, you've got a lot of your own space here, little desk and everything, as we're rushing off here to catch our next flight. So let's make it onwards, and looking forward to sharing that one with you too. You can take a look at the airport here in Newark as well. All kinds of little cool shops and kiosks here. I like the nature built into the walls. It's a cool spot. This is interesting to see, foreign currency ATM. I'd stop for it if I had time, but I don't think I do. No. Cool setup here at the United flight. You've got really interesting seating arrangement, different than we're used to. With the priority seats were really cool to see too. You've got those snack options, the cookies or the stroopwafels, and I was on the end seat, which was nice. I just got lucky into that one. I actually got really lucky because they rearranged my flight to put me on this one, but I'm not so sure about my bags. So hopefully all will work out with both me and the bags, but we'll see how it goes once we get there. But nice to get a chance to ride it. A few differences, but they both work. Oh, made it in time. Did some running there across the airport, but yeah, so 2 more groups until we're on board. So timing was good, even though some running was involved. Oh gosh, it's treacherous to walk right now. Oh, leaning up against this wall, my legs are burning. But we made it again. Good timing with the group 2 boarding here. Oh, hopefully my bags made it as well. We'll find out when we get there, I guess. Not sure I have time to talk to the gate, but we'll be on board here shortly. Okay, so I checked in here at the gate, and it seems like my bags did not make it from DC to Newark here, so I guess I'll meet my bags there later. Maybe just arrive for a while and figure it out. But in the meantime, yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. At least I'm on the plane, and my bags will get there eventually, right? Hopefully. I hope so. And that first bit of proof that you're in a different country, you can see that second language there. First language there, I believe, is Irish Gaelic. You know, English is the primary language from my understanding, but I think that they like to continue to use Gaelic. Really cool. So excited to make my way upstairs here and enjoy the adventures. First experience, share it all with you. So exciting. Haven't even fully realized yet, but we'll make our way out of the airport soon. Next on that second leg of the United flight, I'm really glad that I managed to catch this when it was close, running over there, and quite a long journey as well, but really cool to have the opportunity to fly across not just the country, but across the world here to experience a new country for the first time ever. Really excited to share it all with you. And they had some nice food as well. They had dinner, which they brought out. I felt like the proteins were pretty solid, and you had some breakfast as well, at least to get you started. Not a massive quantity, but really nice that they had those food meals for you, as well as all kinds of drinks. All right, looks like our baggage claim is down to our left. I'm not quite sure, first of all, what they're saying overhead, because it doesn't sound like English. I think that's Irish Gaelic. But also, I'm making my way towards the, where's customs? That's the question. I'm making my way towards the baggage claim. We'll figure it out eventually. Look at this, they spell hand sanitizer a little differently, you know, it's the little things, right? As we're making our way downwards. I'm also thinking about that transportation. I'm gonna look into a Leap card. Don't know where in the airport I'm gonna get that, but I'm doing that, as well as the bags and the probably customs. By the way, arrived even earlier than anticipated. It's about 6:40, 6:45 in the morning here in Dublin, which means it's something like 1:45 back on the East Coast. I slept about 2 hours on the plane, maybe. Not the smoothest sleep hours on the plane, but we made it work, you know. Should be okay to get us through the day, and hopefully we'll be able to get a long night's sleep tonight, or maybe some naps today. We'll see how that goes. And major airline out here, Aer Lingus. You can see that outside the window. Love to give them a shot if I can, and I'm pretty sure I will get that chance, as far as I can tell. But you can see them out there. Totally different types of airlines out here. And take a look at all the jerseys on the wall out here. I'm not sure it's all soccer. I think soccer's a big sport over here in the Europe side, but I think they have their own sport too. So maybe that's what these are about. Cool. And I found customs here as well, so we're gonna make our way. We'll see you on the other side. Starting off my adventure with a bang here. My luggage didn't make it. I was told by United that my bags would be on that flight even if I didn't make the flight, but then they switched my flight and the bags, I'm told, were taken off because I wasn't on that flight. So my luggage did not make it here in Dublin, and I'm on my own. It sounds like, hopefully at best, tomorrow is when I'll have my bags in the early morning, afternoon, we'll see. I gotta figure out how I can get back in here, the whole customs thing, versus getting my bags tomorrow, right? Because I'll have to come back in to get my bags. No, maybe not. They're bringing it to me, so we should be good. So now through customs, got my stamp in my passport already, and we'll maybe have to go get a toothbrush. Let's see. Regular one, yeah. So let's do that. Thank you. Take a look at this beautiful terminal space here. Look at this. You got the Guinness storehouse kind of ad right there. It looks like maybe train directions, and then you've got all this space around us here. You can see sculptures in the lobby. See overhangs out here. Love this spiral staircase over there design. Really, really cool spot. Let's make our way onward. So it's still pretty early here, a bit of time before I can check into my Airbnb, and since I don't have my luggage to drop there, I might wait a while anyways. So I'm gonna register my Leap card, which I just bought. It's a good way to get around on public transit, and then, or at least it seems, it's a cheaper way to get around on public transit. And then after that, I don't know, maybe we'll do some food. Maybe we'll take a bus like part way to the Airbnb, see what else we want to see in town here. But we're gonna be carrying our stuff with us, at least for the time being. So register the Leap card and then figure out the buses. We'll go from there. The water is not great, I'll tell you, coming from the water fountain back here. So we'll figure that out, but hey, at least they have it. So yay for hydration. You know, half decent hydration. I wanted to check out these elevators, but they were a lot cooler on the outside. I'm back up here on this floor that I was on before, looking at breakfast options. Might eat some food while I'm here before I make my way onward, since it's still pretty early. Let's take a look. Breakfast tea. It's cool to see they have the Lavazza here. It's the same brand I saw in Las Vegas, but a totally different menu. I just got some breakfast tea here. I think berries is the tea they use out here. It's just a regular black tea. But I guess started off in Ireland, right? With some basic teas, just to experience the I guess European tea way. Cheers. And we're gonna look into food options while we're at it. It's so interesting to hear the Irish Gaelic come on here in the speakers, even before the English, as you hear them giving those announcements. Really, really cool to hear that. Again, makes you feel like you're somewhere new. And the tea was okay, not bad, but you know, pretty standard. Now making our way to catch the bus. Should be right out back here. Gonna have to figure it out, but I'm gonna head to a breakfast spot, maybe do that shopping for like a toothbrush and stuff, since I don't have anything. We'll see how it goes. Man, it's chilly. Was not ready for this. They have these little glass walkways, makes it so much nicer. But the rain and the wind chill, just right now, stepping outside, it's quite chilly. So, making our way down there, hopefully catch our bus. We'll see how much walking we do around this city center, but I want to get food, maybe get those essentials, maybe see some sights, because I can't check into my Airbnb for a minute. We'll see how it goes, but it's also raining a bit, so I'll have to change it to the non-media mod later. But for now, let's catch that bus. Wow, this is so cool. I wish we had buses like this in the States. You've got Wi-Fi enabled here. I'm connecting to the Wi-Fi. This is a 2-story bus here, so you can see the 2nd story up here and the staircase there beneath us. Really helpful bus driver. I've got 90 minutes to tap onto another bus, so I'm going to try to squeeze that in. Really, really cool. You know, it's a really comfortable method of public transportation. We talk about, you know, in the States, some of our best ones maybe being in like the Bay Area. But to me, I mean, I'm just on the first bus, but it seems a lot nicer, more comfortable. You got really helpful people with the bus driver letting us know the policies here, and again, having free Wi-Fi on board. I don't think we have that on any transit. At least last time I checked on public transit in the States, there wasn't any, but it's also been a couple years since I've had to go anywhere on public transit. And it's raining a good bit out there, so a little bit trickier to get that view than I would like to show you, but I'm gonna see if I can show you some good views as we're making our way. I'm excited to just sit on the bus and see those first few sights. I've noticed also the European license plates on the cars. This is a difference to observe as well. I've said hey to a few people, like, you know, to get their attention, to say hello, like letting them know I'm coming to them to ask them a question. I'm not sure if hey has a different connotation here, so I'm gonna try to be more intentional about that. Say like excuse me or hello maybe, but yeah, just an observation there as well. So here are the stops on my route. This is helpful. I got the Google Maps offline, but again, the bus has Wi-Fi, which is really helping me out. And 35 stops for 43 minutes. So I'll be on for a while, but nice to see kind of the sign so I know what to expect, how close I am, as well as just following along on the map here as well. Observe the gas here. You got Burger King, but observe the gas here says 184 unleaded, but it's worth noting, I'm pretty sure they measure in liters instead of gallons, so I'm not sure what that adds up to be. But when I looked, I thought it was pretty expensive. But interesting to see it listed, what looks like a really low price, especially if you're coming from the States. But remember, their measurement systems are different. We're the weird ones. You know, everyone else does the other stuff. We use the gallons and the pounds and all that. As for the views out the window, nothing crazy or amazing here yet, but nice to just enjoy this landscape. And I feel like it's getting nicer. I'm starting to see those castle vibes, architecture vibes. So we'll see if that continues as we move forward. If you're looking for something comforting though, a lot of those chains that you may know and love, you know, we saw the Burger King, here's the McDonald's, and some gas stations that are familiar too. But cool to see the different stuff too, like this mall up here. I think Tesco is where you can get some of those. I don't know, that might actually be a good spot for groceries or a toothbrush, I'm not quite sure. Again, some familiar shops, some new ones for me. So this looks like gas might be like $7-8 a gallon. If you look at the conversion here, like 4 to 1. That's quite a bit. So yeah, I was thinking about a car, but that definitely dissuades me. Interesting too, as we're driving through these neighborhoods, I'm noticing some different car brands. Some familiar ones, but like that one's different. This one looks different. Oh, there's a Duster. Never heard of that. You've got a few, again, some familiar ones, but some very different ones too. So nice to see the variety on the streets just from sitting on the bus. Look at a Lightning Bolt brand. And there's a Volvo and a Volkswagen. You got a mix. And there you can see the kind of bus we're on right there, that double-decker one over there. I've seen a few different types of buses out here, but it seems like we're on a good one, because there's some one-story ones too, and I don't know if they have Wi-Fi, so we'll see how many we try out. Probably a good chunk of them. You know, I already knew it was the case, but I hadn't even noticed until just a moment ago here. Just realized that people are indeed driving on the wrong side of the road, or for them it would be the left side of the road. It seems like for example, back there making a left turn is easy, and the right turn is the one you have to wait for. Really, really interesting setup, but that's how it goes out here. Now on foot in Dublin, you can see all the beautiful structures around me here, the buses that I got off. I believe I'm making a left up here, but you can see the Ireland flag hanging from that museum up there. Again, I think we're going down this way. Let's go for that restaurant. And look at this on the street walk here. You've got these sculptures, all kinds of cool designs. I like it. It's a little rainy and it's picking up, but I have a rain jacket now. My umbrella's in my luggage, which is missing, so we'll see what happens. Check out these little signs they have here too. Pedestrian go and pedestrian no go signals over there. Oops! And now the pedestrian can go this way. That's convenient. Hey, good, thanks. How are you? For here. Take a look around the Wooden Whisk here. Really, really cool shop. You got this definitely local feel. Get your little pillows and benches. And this is the menu here in front of me. Gotta take a look through this. Again, everything is in euros here. But fortunately, I can use my credit cards, and it takes care of it for me. It does the conversion stuff, so that's cool. Let's see what sounds good. Maybe we just stick with a full Irish breakfast. See how that goes. So I ordered my food, and we should be getting it here shortly. They'll bring it to us. Filled up my own water, which is nice. But one challenge I'm noticing is it seems like I need to connect to Wi-Fi wherever I go. I'm supposed to have 2G and data anywhere here in the country, but it seems like I haven't quite been able to get that yet. I have cell bars, but I have no data, and data is what I need right now. And I don't think I can even send text messages without data, so it doesn't do much for me. But we'll have to see if maybe they have one, or we'll figure it out later. It's also worth noting on that Dublin bus that on the first floor, as I was getting ready to get off near the later stops, it got really crowded downstairs. So it was nice to be upstairs in that quiet seated area for a while, but definitely got busier too, so something to keep in mind. Another thing that's interesting to note, I haven't really felt like super foreign yet, you know? I don't feel like I stand out in a crowd. And I mean, there's something to be said for the fact that the language is the same, and I think there's something similar when it comes to appearance too. But I think I'm also seeing just a good general diversity of people, which is cool too. So definitely, I guess I stand out with the bags, but otherwise, maybe not so much. Wow, take a look at this full Irish breakfast here. Some new things I haven't seen before. I mean, the mushrooms make sense. You got your black and white pudding. Yeah, there's some newness going on. What's on the salad here, and what is this I feel like I have to go look at a menu again. But cool, excited to dig in, give it a shot. So they do have Wi-Fi, so I'm safe for now. This looks fantastic. Excited to dig in and let you know what I think. Definitely even more of a full Irish breakfast than that one I had in Vegas, which makes sense, right? This is more authentic for sure. I think this is tomato soup. Seems pretty good so far. I think. Check this out too. They have their own pure Irish butter. I like it. Look at how much I got in leftovers here. So much food. This was a really good quantity breakfast indeed. Right across the street from that restaurant is Tesco Express here. This is a grocery store, and I read a place I could maybe get a toothbrush and those kinds of things. Let's take a look around because I need them. But that food was really good. I'm glad I had a chance to get it over there across the street. Really nice variety in that Irish breakfast. All kinds of good stuff and flavors I feel like I didn't have in my Las Vegas Irish breakfast, so really glad I had a chance to check it out. This store seems kind of small, so I'm not sure they've got what I need, but let me see what I can find. Right across the way I saw the Paddy Wagon tour here. It looks like closing down sale, but I'm not sure how that works. Let's take a look inside.
Good.
So we're glad it's working out for you.
We need to get new signs, but I don't know when they're coming in.
And taking a look now around the Paddy Wagon store. There's all kinds of, ooh, maybe I should get some, look at that, Ireland shirts, 3 for €20. You know, I'm I'm tempted here. Actually, might end up doing that. Oh, 9 each or 3 for 20. Okay, you got options, cool. And then I was learning some information about their tours that they do. That's cool information as well. Yeah, nice to be able to walk around and see all the stuff in the area. I was looking at some of the dental stuff in the other store. I got a couple items, which was nice for $5 in total, or €5 in total. Is a little bit more than $5. But I noticed there was no like ADA symbol, and then I realized that's the American Dental Association. So I didn't know which were my usual signed off on products, but that's cool. Yeah, nice to check out and experience a new spot. I'm back outside at the same shop, the Whisk here, trying to get directions here, but not having a lot of luck, even just standing in front of the shop. But really cool to check out the surrounding stores. The Paddy Wagon, I didn't realize they had stores as well as tours, and that grocery store across the way. So you got options, cool things to check out. Trying to figure out the plan for the next couple hours as my Airbnb is going to be later than expected. Down this way that I came from, you can see the spire up there. I was told the spire direction. You'll find the post office, you'll find good viewing for St. Patrick's Day Parade, and that other Paddy Wagon storefront. So walking back down this way now, we'll see what we can find. Got to get out of this rain and get Wi-Fi too, so it's a little tricky. Dropping in Guineas here, Guineas I believe, across the way. You've got some St. Patrick's Day shirts. Look at that. So I actually might go for one of these here. Look at that, €5.99. So it's like €6. It's a little bit more in dollars, but yeah, they got good options here across the board, clothes and more. Looking at a lot of different things in the shop here. It looks like the shoes are differently sized there. That says 40, 41. And they have UK sizes here. I guess that would be like our sizes. But very interesting how the sizes are different. And I got a couple of things so far. Nice shop. And if you hadn't seen it already, it's Guineas, looks like. Just walked in off the street. Now in the lift, you'll see it's a very tight elevator here in the lift, as we call it here. Huge store, 4 floors. We're on 2 now. We got a few things already. Let's check it out. Making our way across the street here, you have the spire in front of us firsthand. Look at that mountainous structure right here. And am I about to be stuck in the middle island? Made it, barely. Looking for the post office, supposed to be right over this way too. Just want to take a look inside, see what postage looks like. Just kind of walk on this side of the street as well. See all the beautiful architecture.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
What can I do good?
How much are, what do you call, postcard international stamps? So it sounded like $2.20 for an international stamp, but if you look here across the street, you've got these, they said, hey, check over here for the collector stamps, and you can see a bunch of cool designs on the wall here. I'm wondering if they have a bunch more. So do most people like put them in a book and frame them and stuff? Yeah, that makes sense. Look at these beautiful sculptures out here on the streets. Really, really cool to see. You got another one of those Dublin buses going by, some trains, all kinds of action out here on the street. And beautiful architecture all around us as well. Now walking over the O'Connell Bridge, I believe. This beautiful site. Wow, it's like a city hall looking thing over there in the distance. You have plenty of Irish flags. And over here to our side, looking out into this lakefront. Don't want to get too close with my GoPro, especially out here in the rain. It's already wet enough. We're gonna keep on moving, but it's cool to see out there for sure. As we make our way further down this way, should be nearing the Trinity College. A lot more of that architecture you might expect to see. Look at those, all these double-decker buses, one after the other. And you've got those beautiful architecture buildings around us. I'm not sure where the Trinity College begins, maybe right there on my left, but I know we're in the neighborhood. And here we are, stepping inside the Trinity College area. Really, really cool to see. We can walk right in the front door. Oh, wow. Oh. And you got this indoor space here before we make our way back out into the light. You know, I wish it were all indoor and covered like this, but it's a rainy day. But wow, really, really cool to be out here, see this campus. And somewhere around here, a Book of Kells. I think I may need to get tickets for that. if I'm gonna do it today, but we'll see. And I'm not quite sure how many people are here just to sightsee around it, or if some people are actually going to class or something. I guess it's a lot easier to just feel like you're part of the crowd when people might just be going to class. Oh, I found a decent spot to bunker in here, take some rain protection, some respite from the rain, as well as just hang out with my bags for a bit. I'm gonna have to dress more suitably on other days, you know, mostly the warm weather gear and the rain gear as well, but also without the bags, maybe bring an umbrella if my stuff shows up, so that'd be nice, or buy an umbrella. But nice views from here. There were a bunch of people around me a minute ago taking in this view here as well from this spot, and the Book of Kells exhibition is here as well. So I heard some people talking about the library and walking in the library. Maybe that's not ticketed, so we'll see what we can figure out around here. But it's a nice spot to just look around, take some pictures, and enjoy a brand new city in a brand new country. Unbelievable. And I have a lot of exciting things planned that I'm looking forward to doing. I just figured it's a little bit tricky to do some of the things I want to do with the bag. So yeah, hopefully we'll be done soon with the bag, be able to drop it off, but I'd like the rest of my stuff to arrive as well. We'll see. So to this side you have the Book of Kells exhibit over here, an old library exhibition. Looks like you can purchase tickets online, and then on the other side the Perch Cafe at Trinity. So maybe I walk over to the Perch, see if I can get some water and some internet, and then maybe I can book the tickets from there. But it's hard to find internet and water, so maybe I'll give that a shot. Maybe I'll just walk up to the door and see if I can purchase on the spot, and maybe I'll hold off. But I feel like you know, it's probably a good indoor activity. I'm here, I think it's a good one. Oh, so we do have the warmth in here, which is nice. Get out of the rain, and a lot nicer temperature, but can't seem to get on the internet. It seems like you need a username and password to get on Trinity's Wi-Fi here, so maybe I'll ask at the coffee shop down there, but it's rough. It's a rainy day. I'm trying to stay warm and online because I can't do maps or purchase tickets or anything without it, so we'll see how that goes. All right, trying again. Book of Kells. See if I can book the tickets to the front, since I can't get on the internet over there. Or maybe they can give me the info over here, we'll see. Is there a way for me to get the Wi-Fi information? Because my phone doesn't work in Ireland. Making our way in now to the exhibition here, Book of Kells. Let's do it. Book of Kells. Quite a bit of history here. Really, really interesting to learn about, and it sounds like one of those most valued pieces of history here in that Irish culture. This is definitely one I've been recommended many times, and I'm glad we're getting the chance to check it out. Incredible long room, library room here with all these busts in this library type space in the Book of Kells in the Trinity College here in Dublin. Really, really cool to see this set up here. Wow, it's a beautiful place all around. You know, the history in the first room was cool. It was really cool to see the book itself. We couldn't take any videos or pictures in there, but I absolutely love this long room. Might be my favorite part. So really, really glad we're getting a chance to see this one and share it with you. Just sitting back, taking it all in from here. And last but certainly not least, we have the gift shop. Really, really cool to see all the different merch here you can get for the Book of Kells, from scarves to hats and so much more as we are making our way onwards from this one. I want to check out the museum across the way, then maybe we'll see if we can go check in to our Airbnb. Really, really cool to see the Book of Kells. It was a quiet, you know, peaceful, historic learning experience, and really, really nice atmosphere there to see all that beautiful artwork, to learn about the history of the Book of Kells, to be able to see all the sites in there, and to be able to even see the book, although we couldn't take a picture of that area. Now I'm going to see if I can find the museum, which I was told was one other spot to check out here at the Trinity College before making my way onward. Take a look at this beautiful globe here, another piece of beautiful architecture at the Trinity College for your enjoyment as we're making our way to that museum. Maybe next building that way? And look at this beautiful sports field on our left as we're heading in this direction. I'm not sure if the museum's over there, if that one, or if it's this one right here. So I'm gonna walk around, see what I can figure out, but cool to see. Maybe a soccer field? Check out this museum building door here. Really, really cool as we make our way inside, shall we? Hey, do I push or push? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Just looking at the architecture of this building, really, really cool to see. You can see it does look like the upper level is for staff and students only, but maybe the whole museum is just downstairs here. I saw some dinosaur, prehistoric type stuff. Looks like we've got some manufacturing, I don't know, oil type stuff going on here. Very, very cool stuff here, and unexpected to say the least. And I was informed further down that way it's just classrooms and stuff. So cool to see this kind of outdoor upstairs museum part going on up here. There are some really cool pieces. It seems like not a whole lot of pieces, but it is a nice little something. It's funny, the local that I asked said they call it museum building, but it's not a museum. It's just a building. But cool, really, really cool to see. Again, I love the architecture. Look at this, architecture of the museum building. It's part of the quote-unquote museum, if you will. You got this little icon in the ground here. Very, very interesting. And here is Edward Cecil Guinness. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Very, very cool. And then there's a classroom. We can even see right inside it what their classrooms look like in their colleges here. Nice. I like it. Quick tour of the museum building. This is the most museum-y part of the museum building, if you ask me. Just in the entryway, you've got sodium, the age of the earth, evolution of life. You've got these beautiful bone structures, geology and zinc. Cool stuff. And just as I'm planning to go back to my Airbnb and check in over there, the rain clears out. What's up with that? But I feel like I have to change out this roller bag for sure. It's been a trooper, but I don't want to destroy it on its very first use. And yeah, I can at least change out my bags. If not, also do some planning and get settled. We'll see, but want to at least get checked in. Now I'm waiting for the Luas train. Should be here. 6 minutes to what I'm looking for, the green line. So we'll see. Apple said it was going to be here 5 minutes earlier, so I thought I was in a rush. Seems like I'm good. And this is where we're at. Look at that. We got pretty good proximity to a lot of things from here, and that's one train ride away from the Airbnb. It's a little bit far, don't get me wrong. So it's a long train ride, but I think we'll make it work, no problem. All right, here we go. Just tapped, and we're making our way. Let's see if we can find ourselves a seat here. Okay, this is a cool ride. We got a nice little train vibe going on here. I'm not sure if they have Wi-Fi, but I also figured out some stuff on my phone, so that's nice. At least have some accessibility there. But beautiful sights here as we're driving through this main downtown area, and it seems like another accessible public transit tool. Yay for public transit. And take a look at some of these beautiful buildings right outside my window here as we're making our way. Again, love this architecture. and to observe that while we're making the trek. It's a long drive ahead of us, but comfortable one. Plenty of seats, you know, can't complain. Oh, look at this. Guys bird feeding out there. That's fun too, I like it. There are a lot of stops, it seems like, on this train, but, you know, could be worse. I won't have to walk as far as some of the other ones, so that's a nice perk. Ladies and gentlemen, I am thrilled to announce that just as I was arriving to my Airbnb, guess what else also arrived? You guessed it. It's my luggage! Earlier than I was expecting it to arrive. They were telling me around noonish tomorrow, but they must have gotten it on some day flight or rush flight to get it over here just as I was arriving at my Airbnb. I love that. So glad I've got it so I can brush my teeth and take care of all that good stuff. Don't need that stuff I bought earlier today, but all good. I'm glad I have my stuff. So take a look around the Airbnb here. You can see nice little room here. You've got your nightstand. You've got your bed. You've got your windows. You've got your dresser's cabinet area. I've got those two door things. I got my converters because we're in Ireland. You're going to have your converters for those outlets. And through the bathroom here, ignore all my mess. Like this is dirty laundry. You've got a toilet area, a little overhang seating area, sink, and a shower. Yes, it's nice. It'll do. Got everything we need. What else could you ask for? And so I'm glad we've got it and looking forward to sharing it with you. Now it has been a crazy long day, so I'm thinking I might just call it a night here. Hopefully we'll be fully refreshed and recharged for tomorrow's adventure. Thanks so much for helping me make it an amazing day. Don't forget to make your day an incredible day as well. Focus on the positive vibes. Look for the silver lining and the beautiful architecture in everything you do. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures heading your way so soon from Ireland and more. I actually planned an incredibly exciting, what I believe will be the most exciting part of my Europe trip, has some time yet to come. So we're gonna see some Ireland, and you're gonna see some of the most exciting stuff yet before you know it. Until next time, play on.